And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The keeper there. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Terrell Pryor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Prescott now on 2nd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they're going option left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try the option right here on third down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper. But still fourth down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up to throw. eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
46. 26.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. They've got his man, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about clean.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Elliott again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Watch that screen. Watch that screen. Check the screen. 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Prescott. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Off the play fake, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
Throwing, Prescott. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the ball is knocked out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. That's
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play deep.
Touchdown, Cowboys! In for the score. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, who picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second down, here's an option right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll look to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right, and this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 99 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
And he coughed it up, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, 47. Get out. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the